Hey guys, welcome back to another video. First of all, before we jump into it, if you could hit that subscribe button and that like button down below, I would greatly appreciate it. And it helps us make more AutoTrader content. Okay, moving on. Today we're going to talk about how you can modify the inverse value gap, and I'm going to talk about indicator filters specifically. And we're going to go over kind of just what they are, because I know there's a lot of people who haven't used our SBS AutoTrader before. Those who have, you probably are familiar with the indicator filters themselves, but we're going to jump into that here today. So on this chart here in the middle, I have indicator filters on. Okay, so my trading NinjaTrader is pretty laggy right now because I have 50 days loaded, but I'm going to show you by pulling up a strategy performance report here of the performance the last 50 days or so. So this is since August. I'm not entirely sure how back in August we're not on the December contract right now. I'm on the December contract. The December contract actually started pretty much right here around the 12th of September, and then we've been clearly up from there, so that could obviously have an effect on it. But overall, this is up about $7,000 with a 5K drawdown. You can obviously modify this, right? The main drawdown was back here in August, which was a $3,800 drawdown. So that's obviously where majority comes from. But this is using indicator filters, okay? And I'm going to talk about that here today. So if we dive into our settings, we can see on our chart here, we have EMA indicator filters, okay? Now, firstly, let me just go into my data series, change this to just 1 day loaded. That way our chart's not gonna be too laggy. So one day loaded here, indicator filters, we have the EMAs. Okay, we have this enabled, and we also have our EMA SBS, which is just our way, we didn't change this, right? Let me mute this. This is just called SBS because it's the same. It works on all of our strategies now. Okay, so we have the 200 EMA put on our chart. Okay, 200 EMA. It's not actually plotted, like we can't see it. We'd have to add an actual indicator, the 200 EMA on the chart, but it's on. Okay, and that's what these diamonds are here. So if we look at the chart, we have a ton of little diamonds, and that is when the green diamonds are if it's crossing above the 200 EMA. Red diamonds are if we're crossing below. So right here, I will show you if we add an EMA to the chart and set this to 200, and we click apply, here it is. That's the 200 EMA. Green diamonds, it's crossing above. Red is below. So what is this, right? What is this? All this is saying in my settings here is, hey, if we cross above the 200 EMA that we have set, right? Diamond up, if we cross above, longs should turn on right here, and shorts should turn off if we're above it. And if we're below it, which is this, the down, if we're below, then longs turn off and shorts turn on. So it's a way of hopefully playing the trend a little more, okay? And that's how I have it in those settings there. And how you can use this, right? Let me pull up, that's a little bugged entry there. Let me pull up this, okay? So if we go into our Ninja script editor, go to strategies. Now, if you've imported our inverse value gap AutoTrader, this will be in your tools and your import, and then you have to do the Ninja script add-on. We'll let that load for a second. I'll just show you right here while we have a minute. And then you're gonna pull up the documents tab and NinjaTrader 8 and then import. And it's gonna be right here. It's gonna be called SBS indicator examples. Just import that, okay? But we'll go back to our Ninja script editor, go to strategies, and right here we have EMA, okay? All the code for it if you want, but all we're using is you scroll down to the bottom and you copy this tag. Okay, so you copy this tag by right-clicking and copy, and you would paste this. You just paste what you just copied in here, right? Boom, paste it there, okay? And do the same thing for the down, which is, again, right here, okay? Now, let's say you want to use something else. You want to use a RSI, okay? You can click RSI right here. RSI cross. Okay. Boom, boom. Scroll down, you see this RSI diamond up. You can copy that, paste it in, diamond down. Now what is that, right? It's RSI. That's it. That's RSI. These are pre-built in for you guys. Okay, so if you go in here, RSI example, you can set the RSI period and the smoothing, enable that on the account. There you go. Now it's taking trades based off of RSI as well. Okay, you can do the same thing with the, did I close my editor? I must have. Okay, you can do the same thing here. We have SMA cross. Okay, scroll down, boom, SMA. There you go, right? SMA, and then a moving average crossover. Again, right here, moving average. So we have like 4 different things put in for you, and you can go in and mess around with it in the indicator filters. Just make sure you check the box. There you go. And I'll enable these here. So again, I typed in 200 EMA right here, and then I have it in here, 200 EMA. Okay, use whatever settings else you want, mess around with stuff. Okay, mess around with stuff. That is the way you're going to find really cool findings and really cool results, is by messing around. So today, 1 loss. Okay, we are adding a feature where the stop loss can be put above a swing high, so that would have actually won. But moving on, we can see again the diamonds, right here. Well, this trade example, yeah, red diamonds were below, right? You can see it here. This printed a red diamond. We're below. It's taking shorts only, and here it is. It took a short. Okay, it took a short. That's it. That's part of the how it'll trade now. And if we can scroll back, see if there's anything else right here. Perfect. This was yesterday. A win. You can see right here, a green diamond on the chart. We crossed above the 200 EMA. And then we're only taking longs now. It's only going to take longs. Okay, only going to take longs. And then right here, boom, what do we have? A full TP win. Full TP win. Okay, so use that, mess with it. Okay, I know a lot of you are new to indicator filters and you've never used it before. I have videos posted on the WAP, but mess with this kind of stuff, right? It's fun. You can pull a report right on the chart. Boom, boom, and boom. All right, this is only the last day, so it's got a 50% win rate last 24 hours. You're up a few $100 still. Okay, and let's see if there's anything else. That was it. Yeah, so those are the only 2 trades, right, in the last 24 hours. You might not get as many trades. They're likely going to be higher quality trades. Take that for what you want, okay? Just a quick video. I'm not going to get it too long here. We're already at 8 minutes. Hope you enjoyed. Subscribe, like the video, and more content like this. I'm just trying to give you guys helpful content so you can, take this Autotrader and really elevate it, okay? Because this has a ton of potential. And if you haven't gotten the Autotrader yet, try it out for a month. Try it out for 2 months. There's monthly. You don't need to commit long-term with lifetime if you don't want, okay? Thanks for watching. I'll see you later.